How's it going, everybody? The PlayStation July savings sale is running from now until July 15th, and there's a ton of absolute bangers on sale for up to 90% off. Every day I put together lists of the top games you can get at a deep discount, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Alright, with that out of the way, that's enough yapping from me, so let's get straight into it. For $4, 75% off. Abathor is a fast-paced 2D platformer with roguelite elements set in a doomed Atlantis, where heroes battle through over 50 stages of ferocious demons, primordial gods, and relentless traps inspired by Plato's writings. Play solo or with up to 4 players in local co-op, mixing cooperation and competition as you dodge hazards, descend into dark abysses, and scramble for treasure in elaborate pixel art with over 40 epic soundtrack tracks. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4, 70% off. RoboDunk is a roguelike combat dunk ball game where robots soar for sky-high dunks, tackle opponents, and wield explosive weapons like lasers and shock rings in chaotic matches that change every run. Choose paths through randomized arenas, unlock new bots and upgrades, and navigate hazards like spiky rollers and meteors solo or in local co-op as you uncover the quirky lore about the meaning of dunk. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, and I'm not sure about trophy difficulty or time to platinum as it's such a small sample size. For $5, 80% off. Deliver Us the Moon is a sci-fi thriller where a lone astronaut is sent to a silent lunar colony to save humanity after Earth's resources run critically dry. Explore vast moonscapes, solve clever puzzles, drive vehicles, and navigate claustrophobic and dangerous environments in both first- and third-person gameplay, uncovering the colony's dark secrets through anti-gravity sequences and a haunting orchestral soundtrack. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $3, 80% off. Bad North is a deceptively charming yet punishing real-time tactics roguelite where you defend your island kingdom from relentless Viking invaders, guiding your people across uniquely shaped islands. Command your soldiers, utilize the terrain, and make split-second tactical decisions in procedurally generated maps, blending simple controls with deep, dynamic combat that rewards careful strategy. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 25 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $2, 60% off. Rekt High Octane Stunts is a stunt driving game inspired by classics like Rush and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, where you perform aerial flips, barrel rolls, loops, grinds, and drifts across various arenas to chase high scores and climb global leaderboards. Take on infinite challenges in solo modes, unlock cars and customizations, and battle up to 3 friends locally in competitive modes including Score, Virus, Checkpoint, and Capture the Crown. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off. Blast Brigade vs. the Evil Legion of Dr. Cread is a 2D Metroidvania where you switch between 4 playable heroes on the fly to explore a huge interconnected island world spanning jungle villages, cliffside prisons, volcanoes, and ancient temples. Unleash abilities like a grenade launcher, grappling hook, and chakram teleporter, and face off against giant robots and cyborg ninjas in an action-packed campaign to stop Dr. Cread. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $5, 80% off. Hell Pie is a hilariously obscene 3D platformer where you play Nate, the demon of bad taste, gathering grotesque ingredients for Satan's birthday pie while swinging chained angel companion Nugget as a weapon and grappling hook across 4 massive chaotic worlds. Unlock hellish abilities through collectible horns, customize with outrageous outfits, and meet disgusting characters in this uniquely twisted mascot platformer. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off. Rad is a 3D action roguelike set in a post-apocalyptic world where humanity has already survived 2 separate Armageddons. Play as a teenage survivor venturing into the ever-changing radioactive fallow, battling grotesque creatures, exploring procedurally generated wastelands, and uncovering secrets, hidden caches, and dangerous mutated environments filled with traps, hazards, and unpredictable encounters. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $3, 80% off. Pressure Overdrive is a top-down steam buggy shooter where you join La Resistance to stop the villainous Count Soap from powering his Uber spa with stolen water, racing, ramming, and blasting through over 30 levels across 3 worlds of bullet-filled chaos. Customize your buggy with over 35 upgrades, tackle boss fights in endless mode, and bring a friend along in local co-op to a funky steampunk soundtrack. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, and I'm not sure about trophy difficulty or time to platinum as it's such a small sample size. For $2, 85% off, Red Faction drops you into the chaos of a full-blown rebellion on Mars, where the Ultor Corporation's promise of prosperity is given way to brutality and desperation. As a miner pushed past the breaking point, you'll ignite an uprising that changed first-person shooters forever, using the revolutionary geomod technology to reshape the battlefield by blasting through walls, tunnels, and enemy strongholds across the planet's surface. It's an 88 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $3, 80% off, Rigid Force Redux is a stunning side-scrolling shoot-'em-up with lovingly handcrafted 3D models, detailed effects, and an electrifying synthwave soundtrack where you arm your fighter with upgradable weapon systems and force shards to battle massive enemy swarms, heavy gunships, laser mechs, and giant alien bosses. A full main mission, arcade mode, and boss rush await alongside global leaderboards. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, and I'm not sure about trophy difficulty or time to platinum as it's such a small sample size. For $3, 90% off, In Sound Mind is a first-person psychological horror where you navigate a mysterious building, uncover the fate of chemical-exposed victims, and confront bizarre, nightmarish visions and disturbing phenomena. You'll solve frenetic puzzles, face unique and challenging boss fights, and explore unsettling memories while experiencing a darkly witty story, eerie soundtrack, and unexpected companions, including a cat named Tonya. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off, Trifox is a colorful action-adventure where players control a talented fox on a mission to recover a stolen TV remote and defeat mysterious looters across vibrant, danger-filled environments. Players choose from 3 classes, Warrior, Mage, or Engineer, or mix abilities, unlocking 30 skills while battling enemies, solving puzzles, collecting coins, and navigating 4 perilous worlds toward a final showdown at Villain HQ. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $3, 85% off, Teslagrad 2 is a beautifully hand-painted puzzle platformer following Lumina, a young Teslamancer stranded in rugged Wormheim, where she explores a vast abandoned tower wielding electromagnetic powers to outsmart Viking raiders and defeat bosses inspired by Nordic mythology. Curved magnet mechanics, fluid abilities, a text-free narrative, and an orchestral Nordic soundtrack deliver a fresh expansion on the beloved original. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $2, 80% off, The Forest Quintet is a serene 3D narrative puzzler where you embody the spirit of a departed lead singer, guiding her through 3 emotional acts to deliver a final concert to her grieving bandmates. Use your voice to restore corrupted forests, manipulate water and fire, and transform into butterflies, all carried by a dynamically layered jazz soundtrack and wordless storytelling that meditates on loss in music. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4, 80% off, Machinarium is an award-winning point-and-click adventure where you play as Joseph, a small robot navigating the beautifully hand-drawn city of Machinarium to rescue his girlfriend Berta from the clutches of the villainous Black Cat Brotherhood gang. Explore intricate environments, solve dozens of clever and inventive puzzles, and lose yourself in one of the most visually stunning and charming adventure games ever made. It's an 84 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $2, 80% off, Seasons After Fall is a 2D puzzle platformer that lets you explore a magical world as a wild fox, using the power to change the seasons at will to manipulate the environment and solve intricate puzzles. Shift between winter, spring, summer, and autumn to unlock new paths, freeze waterfalls, raise water levels, or make plants grow, while navigating a gorgeous hand-painted 2D landscape filled with secrets and hidden lore. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $4, 80% off, Figment is a musical action-adventure set within the surreal landscape of the human mind, where grumpy former voice of courage Dusty and his ever-optimistic friend Piper must venture through its deepest thoughts and memories to beat back nightmarish creatures spreading fear throughout. Solve puzzles, restore lost courage, and face the mind's fears across a beautifully imaginative world full of whimsical charm and musical flair. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $4, 80% off, Tools Up is a fast-paced couch co-op party game where you and up to 3 friends tackle zany, increasingly ridiculous home renovation projects together. Race against the clock as you paint walls, tear off wallpaper, follow blueprints, and navigate hazards like spilled paint, molten lava, falling furniture, moving obstacles, or tricky environmental challenges, all while coordinating or deliberately sabotaging your crew's efforts. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $1, 90% off. Felix the Reaper is a charming puzzle game where lovesick Ministry of Death employee Felix manipulates sunlight and moving objects to create shadow paths he can traverse, solving elaborate death scenarios in a human world to one day meet his beloved Betty from the Ministry of Life. Groove to over 10 indie artists on Felix's Walkman, tackle original puzzle mechanics, and unlock bonus time trials in this gruesomely sweet story. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $2, 90% off, Arkanoid Eternal Battle is a modernized arcade block breaker where you control the Voss ship to destroy space walls and defeat Doe across a reimagined interdimensional maze. You'll bounce energy balls to clear levels, use power-ups and abilities, and compete in modes like Retro, Neo, and a 25-player online battle royale with leaderboards and escalating difficulty that adds chaotic multiplayer competition. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 10 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For $2, 90% off, Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds Ultimate is a side-scrolling beat-em-up with fighting game depth, rebuilt in Unreal Engine 5 for smoother gameplay and flashier special attacks, following 4 girls hunting the mysterious Phantom to rescue a kidnapped sister. Play as heroes or powerful enemies, team up in local co-op or online with up to 8 cross-platform players, and choose between a remastered J-Rock soundtrack or classic versions. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $2, 80% off, Planet Alpha is a visually striking atmospheric adventure set on a mysterious alien world where you awaken stranded, alone, and relentlessly pursued by enemies. Harness the unique power to manipulate the cycle of day and night, using it strategically to solve puzzles, overcome environmental hazards, and evade deadly threats while experimenting with creative movement, stealth, and precise timing across varied terrains. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4, 70% off, Hyper Jam is a neon-soaked arena brawler with a dynamic perk drafting system where players choose stackable perks after every round, creating wildly different builds across katanas, rocket launchers, and sledgehammers in furious combat. Compete locally or online with cross-platform matchmaking, practice against AI bots, and keep your heart racing to a synthwave soundtrack featuring Carpenter Brute and Dance with the Dead. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, and I'm not sure about trophy difficulty or time to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $1, 90% off, Wildcat Gun Machine is a bullet-hell dungeon crawler where you take on hordes of disgusting flesh beasts with over 40 gun types, giant mech robots, and cute kittens across maze-like dungeons with handcrafted, non-randomized combat puzzles. Mow through demonic elder gods using super abilities, unique gun features like auto-aim bullets and exploding rounds, and character upgrades tailored to your playstyle. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sale stuff that I put out, leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.